All right, welcome to Two Camping Gurus. Today we're going to talk about travel trailer living or camping, and maybe a little bit about the weather conditions and what you can do if it's raining. So anyways, if you like camping, the great outdoors, you are in the right place. We talk about all things camping, whether it's travel trailer camping, tent camping, boondocking, bug out bags, and all that type of outdoorsy type stuff. You're in the right place. So please take a minute right now to click that subscribe button so you don't miss anything, and click that bell button so you are notified when the next video comes out. And stick around to the end. I'm going to tell you how you can get a free ebook and pre-trip checklist for you and your unit. Now, today we are talking about whether or not you think you want to live in a travel trailer. Now, that is our goal down the road. That is our future. That's where we plan to go. And if you plan on going there too, there's a lot of things you need to consider. And one thing is, even if you're just a camper, what do you do on rainy days? Now, there's lots of things you can do. Personally, I kind of like rainy days in a camper because I really like the sound of it. So take the time to just enjoy Mother Nature. Don't let it get you down. You're going to run into situations where the weather is not the best for outdoor camping and outdoor things that you may want to do. That doesn't mean it's ruined. Now, there's a few things you can use these days for. If you are planning on moving from one location to another and you're very comfortable towing and you're not nervous or anything like that, these are great travel days as far as I'm concerned, as long as you're not in a hurry. There's not much else you can do. You're going to be sitting in your camper, whether it's an RV or a tow vehicle, and you're just making your way from where you are now to where you want to be, and you're doing it during a time that you can't do anything else. So another thing you can do on rainy days is games. So if you are just a weekend camper or a couple times a year you head off for a week, this is pretty easy because you can bring, several games with you, have them in the camper with you, and just break those things out on rainy days, especially if you have families with young kids. You really got to find enough stuff to keep them busy, especially on those rainy days. But if you are a full-time person, which we plan to be, right now we bring games, and we will when we go full-time, but space will be a premium when you're living in a camper. So you have to really think everything has to earn its spot in a camper when you're living in it. So we will still have games and things like that. Another thing we will have is a few movies. I'm not a big movie fan, so we will not be taking up a lot of space for movies. But there's always Netflix and things like that you can do on rainy days to kind of keep you occupied as well. Now, one favorite thing I really like to do, especially if it's not too chilly outside, is to open up the awning prior to the rainstorm and sit out under the awning and just chat. If you're with your significant other, just sitting there having not a coffee, a Coke, but some people sit there and enjoy a coffee or a tea and just enjoy Mother Nature. That's what it's all about. So the key here is not to get upset because you have a rainy day. Make the best of it. Go into your camping trip with the idea that this may happen and have plans in place to make the best of it. So bad weather does not mean bad trip. You just got to think ahead and make sure you are prepared to deal with those situations. Really, it comes down to planning. Proper planning prevents piss-poor performance. I've heard that for years. I'm sure you have too. So put some thought into it. Make sure you have things in place to deal with any situation that may come up weather-related. All right, well, thanks for sticking around this long. I hope you found that video helpful. If nothing else, at least entertaining. Please, again, take that moment to hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, and hit that bell icon so you can make sure you're not missing out on any future videos that might be coming out, which they are coming out on a daily basis still at this point. Now, also what I want you to do is take a minute and write a comment in the description of things that you do on bad weather days. Last but not least, if you're getting ready to head out, we want to make sure you have a fun and safe trip and make sure your unit is ready to go. So I'm going to provide you with a free ebook as well as a pre-trip checklist, and the link is right here in the description, and that is pretripchecklist.gr8.com. So go ahead and click on over there, subscribe to that, and you'll get that ebook and checklist, and you can make sure you and your camper are as ready as they can be to hit the open road. As always, have a great day, and of course, happy camping.